Hello, Guardians. Welcome to the first ever Sexy Shroom podcast where we talk all things Destiny. I'd like to introduce on my top left here, Brandon.
Hello.
And on my top right, there's Brian.
Hey, guys.
And today we're going to talk about some of the latest topics, starting off with the Festival of the Lost. So far, it's been going pretty good. A lot of new stuff, a lot of rehash stuff from last year. So far, the Ghost seems to be a very expensive adventure.
It'll cost me $10. I can't complain.
Yeah, Brandon got his pretty quickly. I haven't gotten mine yet, but I have yet to buy any packages. Brian hasn't got any his yet. And
$20 so far.
I don't think anybody else in the clan has gotten one either. I'm not sure. I haven't really talked to anybody. But other than that, its questline is pretty simple. You know, you do there's like 3 steps. Like you go the Crucible kills, and then there's the heroic strike with while wearing the mask, Traveler mask or something, and then
that's the 3rd step. 2nd step is public events.
Yeah, public events. Yeah, and then like I guess my favorite part about it would be that new emo where he jumps up and then his head starts spinning around. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Cracks
me up.
What do you guys think about Festival of the Lost this year?
Brian?
Well, it definitely beats year 2, considering that's when I joined. I mean, the broom.
Oh yeah,
broom is fucking cool as shit.
I forgot all about that. That's probably my favorite part.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of people on Reddit right now that are trying to start a petition to make Bungie keep it for the rest of the time being. You know.
Yeah,
and I totally on par with that. I would absolutely sign that in a heartbeat.
For sure. I was reading on Twitter, I forgot who posted it, but somebody came up with this cool little neat idea, had a name, like you could earn it in like a horde chest or do some like side quest where you earn a consumable where it lets you keep the broom forever.
That'd be dope.
Yeah, it's probably the coolest thing they've added in the game ever. And I think it should stay around, but you know, who knows? It might make a comeback. Destiny 2.
I'm thinking right now there might be actually a way to get around it. This is something that I learned because I still have candies from February, and basically throw it in your vault. And obviously, if an item has expired and you're zoning into like a new area, like you're going for patrol, when you're flying in, don't have it on you. Leave it in your vault. The second you land, you can actually transfer that to yourself. Get on it, equip it. You know, obviously equip it, get on it, and then you could transfer it using Destiny Item Manager, the app, whatever you'd like to. I mean, I use DIM, Destiny Item Manager. If you've never checked it out, definitely worth a Google.
Yes, it is. That's what I use.
And then essentially you'll transfer it using DIM back into your vault. You'll still be on it because Bungie's stupid and they haven't figured out how to fix that yet. So literally you can ride around on it. So SRL, as long as this sticks up, because the one thing I'm worried about that they might actually do is they might just completely remove, essentially, think of it as a code, the code for the item. They will literally delete it.
Yeah.
I don't see them deleting an asset like that. So a way that you could actually possibly keep it is, like I said, keep it in your vault, zone into wherever, in the middle of an SRL match. Once SRL comes back around, I think liked it. Some people had some specific words about it that involved, we won't get into that, but I liked it.
I enjoyed
match. Yeah, throw it on, equip it, and then throw it back in your vault, and you'll be riding on a broom. But if you die as well, while you have that thing on, and if it's in your inventory,
good call.
Poof, it's gone.
Yeah, it's like when Rise of Iron launched, you could get the perfected Siva offerings, and you could transfer them back and forth. Like you could have unlimited. People were going in there and they were holding X down to do the offering, and they were transferring it to their vault at the same time, and then it would, they would have it in their vault and it would be used, and then they would just take it right back out and keep going and going and going.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But that got patched, I think, like a day later.
Yeah, I can't really foresee them patching this though, getting rid of it. Getting rid of the item, but who knows? Bungie, they're weird about what they like to patch and what they like to nerf and when they do it. So who knows? We might be able to have it the first day, and then the second day it's just gone out of your freaking vault, and you're like, well, rip the broom. Yeah,
because with Doom, you know how sometimes it doesn't have an icon and you can't transfer it. You never know. It could. I haven't tried it yet. I haven't tried putting it in my vault, but that's something I would definitely recommend doing. It's a really good idea.
I have them on occasion.
Yeah. But another topic that's pretty hot right now is the hard mode raid. How are y'all feeling about that? I'm enjoying it quite a bit.
Yeah. Even though I only have like maybe 2-3 completions of the hard mode, I'm actually really enjoying it.
Yeah.
I think I have 60 to 80 probably completions of Oryx, and I will gladly do this new raid over Oryx any day of the week.
Oh yeah.
There's just so many more mechanics that I enjoy rather than stupid jumping puzzles,
Yeah, or standing here and shooting at the belly of a boss and not even really doing any damage to him. Yep. But then requiring bombs. Like, I enjoy Axis a whole lot better than I do King's Fall. King's Fall is long, and at the beginning it was fun. I stopped playing it like right after challenge mode. I beat Oryx challenge mode and I stopped playing King's Fall completely.
Yeah.
But
my thoughts right now on hard mode are like this. A lot of people went in, like, I was watching everybody try to go for the world's first, and I was at work sitting there on my phone like a friggin' nerd. And I mean, I didn't really know what to expect. I know a couple people were kind of thinking that for Vosik, for example, first phase, they're like, maybe they'll add in, more shanks, and that's about it, more ads. And everyone else thought that, there's those monitors on the side of the wall for phase 2, and everyone's like, oh, we're going to have to shoot those. But no, they just made it one giant target that has a little bit more health. Like, that was kind of disappointing. The 6 bombs is like, it took some people. I saw a lot of groups that were doing, essentially they'd take, 2 group, you'd have one person on each side, and you'd throw 3 bombs, and you would just do that twice. And a lot of people were not having luck with that. I know I was watching Lucky and Butt Wipe, some awesome streamers. I love those guys. And that's how they were trying it. And it wasn't working out very well right off the bat. They did manage to complete it eventually when they started throwing all 6 at the same time. You just throw grenades, kill ads, go grab your bombs, throw them, and just rinse and repeat. The Zamboni. That was my favorite part of the freaking normal raid. Once we got to the Zamboni, and I'm like, I'm getting ready. I'm all pumped up for it, and I get on top of that thing, and we start riding down it after we blow up the shield. Then it comes down, and we're riding on it. I'm like, this is freaking awesome. That's totally different than anything else that I've done in the game in a long time. So that really made me happy.
And the thing about the Zamboni fight, if they would have not, dropped the Xbox 360 and PS3, that fight would have never been able to happen just because of how big it is, and it still has trouble, those certain parts of it where the
frame rate sucks.
It bogs down and it's hard to move. But the Vosik fight is probably the hardest fight in hard mode. But the Axis is the funnest fight in hard mode, in my opinion. The addition of the turret was a good idea. I think they should have stuck with it going into phase 2, but what it is. It might have made it a little bit harder. I think they should have used that room right before the diamond the diamond where it opens up, all that space they could have done something with that.
Yeah, definitely.
Then I saw a few groups of people where they had Randall the Perfected. You know how he spawned. You know, remember him?
Yeah.
He spawns in the server farm, and apparently that's still not been figured out. Like, he spawns for some reason. You do something, and he'll spawn, and everybody's just killed him so far, and that's led to nowhere. But
yeah, I've actually read and heard a couple things about Randall the Vandal and the in the raid, and I've heard it's like a 1 in 8,000 chance.
Yeah,
which is astronomical, and you may as well just dude. He wants to kill a fly right now. Smokey, shut up.
but yeah, good old RNG, Destiny RNG.
See, one of the things I thought that would have been real fun for that room, right? So you have everyone, if you don't really follow Reddit or, raid secrets and stuff like that, one of the big things is people, there's still rooms in that area that, in a nutshell, if you can shoot through a door, it's supposed to open. That's just kind of the way that they've done it. It's not meant to stay closed. So you don't really know if there's anything back there. There is a video of a guy who glitched through it and there was nothing back there.
Yeah.
It's an open room. I think it would have been awesome if when you walk in there, those slow mines that explode, if a giant one of those just went off and the whole room was slowed in the entire never-ending stream of exploder shanks that come out. And you just got to get everybody ready and try to get through there because they just don't stop. And they keep going until the last person makes it through and then they all explode. Kind of like when you're killing Axis and the shanks all blow up in phase 1. That would have been rad, something like that.
Yeah, there was something. Dang, I forgot what it was. I was just thinking about it when you were talking about it, and then it instantly went away. But oh man, yeah, I forgot, dude. I forgot where it was going. But that would be a cool. Oh, the challenge mode. The challenge mode stuff is already leaked out, apparently.
Really?
Yeah. I think it's like, how you beat the thing in under 6 minutes on Zamboni. Apparently that's going to be like a part of challenge mode, and then Vosic is like damaging him with a certain amount of bombs or doing it in a certain amount of phases and not using a bunch of bombs like kind of like the first fight in King's Fall where you can't have the aura twice or whatever. It's similar to that, but with like bombs, like you have to throw a less amount of bombs. I'm not sure, but I saw that on Reddit.
I think they might actually, for challenge mode, instead of having 2 rooms light up, because for normal and hard mode they have 2 rooms lit up for the safe room. I think they may just have 1.
Yeah.
Because you can choose one or the other in hard mode or normal mode. Challenge mode, having everyone get there in hard mode can be kind of a pain when multiple people are calling out.
All right, so here's my thoughts behind this, and this is something else I put a lot of thought into. Vosic, I'm still not 100% sure. I'm imagining that the Zamboni is probably going to involve completing it within X amount of time, if I had to take a guess. If you complete it by this time, you get the extra chest. I really honestly think that for Axis, for phase 1, it's going to be different bomb throwers. Like everyone has to throw a bomb and everyone has to use a cannon type of thing. Or it might be something really exciting for like phase 2 where one bomb thrower, only one person can throw bombs.
That'd be awesome. I would so be down to do that.
Yeah, something like that. Or the same thing, like the idea I had for phase 1, that might be for phase 2. And then phase 1 has to be one bomb thrower, or maybe one bomb thrower, one cannon guy. So you're literally running around grabbing cannons. It makes it extremely difficult. That's the kind of difficulty I want to see him start implementing into the game, at least for a challenge mode. Because I remember King's Fall was like, it wasn't that hard because, I was completely disappointed by Oryx. Like, that was the strat that we were doing.
20 bomb strat,
yeah. And then, hey, challenge mode, here you go. I'm like, this isn't any different.
I remember when the first challenge came out and within 20 minutes, it was already done. Like people that didn't know what they were doing were doing it, and because it was the normal strat, and it's just like, okay, cool, I got a new emblem. And then, yeah, it was like when I got that ship for Oryx, I was done with it. I mean, don't get me wrong. I enjoy Luke Smith's raids. He did Vault of Glass and King's Fall, and they're really good raids and really big. Vault of Glass is my all-time favorite still. I mean, Brian here, he's never been through it. We were talking about that earlier, and I don't know. Have you been through it, Brandon?
Yeah, I've got a handful of completions in there.
That's what's up. Yeah. We were talking about running through it later on in the week or something. I was telling him how I think, my very first hard mode vault completion, I got a Gallahorn Vex and the hard mode helmet all in one drop. Something I'll never forget. An experience I'll never feel like I'll ever get again. It's what made me keep playing this game. Was Vault of Glass.
Speaking of Gallahorn, all right, so everyone remembers the first time they got the Gallahorn, I'm sure.
Yep, a legacy engram from Xur.
Yeah. So I remember too, like that was the big deal. You know, if you didn't have Gallahorn, that was an emblem essentially. It's like now everyone's, oh, you need the emblem to be able to raid. A lot of people bitch like, well, how are you supposed to get the emblem if you don't have it? And it's just, sorry, you just got a LFG. Find a group, set it up yourself, put a little work into it. It's my opinion on it. You know, I built my group of people I play with, you know, just by playing with people, and we didn't have any of that, and we got it all ourselves. Like our clan that started out, it literally started with, you know, a couple friends of friends that I had from back home. I'm in the military. I live up in Alaska, and I literally had, you know, I was on Facebook one day, and one of my buddies, Blair, had bought Destiny, and I was like, oh, dude, I got to play with you. I'm really excited because I was relatively new to the game. It was right at the end of year one. And, you know, he's like, oh yeah, I can't wait. Of course, he never played. He bought the game and like sat on his fucking thumb for like 2 weeks. But, right after that, you know, one of his other buddies, Sean, he commented and said, oh yeah, I can't wait to play with you. And I was like, oh, you play this too? He's like, yeah, add me. And the next thing you know, we have a clan right now just filled up with people, and it's all friends of friends, and they'd never done Oryx. I remember because I was right about, you know, we started really playing together when Oryx was out, and that was when normal mode, this was before hard mode even dropped, and they never got a completion. So I walked him through, you know, I basically Sherpa'd him, and we killed him, I think, that first night. No, it took 2 days. It took 2 nights. We got to him the first night, and we killed daughters, and I was the only person with Touch of Malice, so we were doing this basically, you know, old school style. And it was such a friggin' pain in the ass to try to do it right after it came out because they were all low light levels. They're all like 280, I think, at the time, 275. And it wasn't working out real well. I'll just put it that way. I was getting a little frustrated. And we came back the second day, and I think we 2 or 3 shot it. And it was just that feeling, you know, it's first time he killed Atheon, first time he actually got Crota down.
Oh, God.
A lot of that stuff was really exciting. And that's I'll never forget about this game, that's for sure. But like I was saying, speaking of Gallahorn, everybody remembers their first time. My first time that I got Gallahorn, I'm a late year 1 player, and I jumped into, what was I doing? It was Prison, and one of my buddies, Igor, he's like, oh yeah, I'll run it with you. And I finish it, right? First time ever doing the hard mode on it. And straight up, guess what drops for me at the end of it? Gallahorn. I didn't even know what the hell Gallahorn was. And I just hear my buddy Igor go, he's like screaming, and he's got a super heavy, thick Ukrainian accent. And he's just cussing at me. This is bullshit. He's just going on and on. I don't know if I made him sound Mexican, but he's just going on and on. I'm just sitting there, and I'm like, bro, like, I don't, what is this? He's like, that's the best gun in the game. You just got the freaking Gallahorn. I'm like, cool. And like 3 or 4 weeks later, like freaking King's Fall dropped, and I'm like, or the Taken King, and you know, I never used it. I don't even think I fully. It's sitting in my vault right now.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny.
So you get Gallahorn and you don't use it. Wow, that's incredible.
I had, yeah, I didn't know what I had.
When
I played with people back then.
Yeah, man, like Gallahorn destroyed Atheon, Crota, and what's his name? Prison boss. the main boss in level 35 prison, the fallen dude.
I have no clue.
I'm waiting for you.
I don't even know.
Brian, we've killed him a shit ton of times.
Yeah.
Probably. I still don't remember. I just know that I've killed things. I like killing people rather than environment.
Oh man, I was just like lost my mind tonight. Like I can't think of anything. I guess it's you know the last boss, don't you? Yeah, I mean, just say it. So
He knows it.
yeah, I know he does.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, the very first.
All right, go ahead.
The very first week he was out, it was solar burn, and all you had to do was just rush to the back, shoot the 2 servitors, and everybody fired Gallahorn and got the emblem, killed him. I mean, and whenever it was taken away and taken key, like, okay, I kind of had a hole in your heart all the way up until now. Now it's just like, it's not.
Has it.
It's not anything like it used to be. Like you could seriously solo raids at current. Like people were soloing Crota when it was normal light level. Like whenever you were level 34 and Crota was level 34, people were soloing it with Gal. And it was just like, okay, it was fun time. Anyways, what was you gonna say?
Skolas.
Yeah, Skolas. Good old Skolas. I hated him so much.
It's gonna come to you, man. It's gonna come to you at some point here.
I always wanted to say Axis, and I'm like, God, Axis.
No.
All right. Well, how do you guys feel about the meta for PvP right now? I know me and Brian are huge PvP players. How do you guys feel about the meta?
What, you mean all the shotguns that we play?
Yeah, if that's what you're talking about.
Yeah, getting
BS.
word conspiracy sniper made its big comeback. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think shotguns, in a real sense, shotguns are actually, I think, in one of the best places they've been. Since they took away shot package, that's caused a huge issue, to me at least. You know, snipers were the norm for a long time. 1K yard stare and last word.
Yep.
That was pretty much what I ran exclusively for a long time. And, you know, shotguns are in a good spot. People are screaming they need a nerf, they need this. Well, you don't run at them. Like, granted, I will admit that playing Supremacy is a friggin' pain in the ass because everybody's running a shotgun and it's super close. And if you're not running a shotgun or you're trying to play range with, you know, either you need last word out or you need to, you know, a very aggressive short range gun. Last word.
Doctrine.
Yeah, Doctrine will work good.
Slow stealers, any high rate of fire auto rifle, really.
Yeah. I mean, even fusion rifles are working real good for me in there. That
Plan C.
Vigil. Yeah. Plan C. Saladin's Vigil. There's one gun that does need a nerf, and I use it. So that's why I'm saying it. That gun needs something done to it because it's great. I mean, I love it. It's wonderful, but I'm killing snipers with it.
It was like
I witnessed it.
Yeah, that Trials game we played.
Yeah, it's not even an exaggeration. I'm straight up killing snipers with Saladin's Vigil. It's not even like it's a mix between I don't want to say Queensbreaker because it's not that tight of a scatter pattern by any means, but it's pretty damn tight, man. Like I could fit that shit in a tiny little box, and if your head's there, like.
Yeah, and it's over. But yeah, that's what I was wanting to talk about. Like I've tried to create my own meta, like practicing and playing with Witch and whatever. But if you really want to compete in the Crucible, you got to use certain weapons. Like everybody's using the same thing, and it's only a mixture of, 4, maybe 5 primaries, 3 specials, and like 2 heavies. Like that's.
But I mean.
Pretty much.
It was also like that in the Taken King. Every single rebalancing that they do, it rebalances and it makes certain guns better than others. Right now, Last Word still great. Palindrome, oh god, that friggin' vendor roll. I mean,
yeah, I get it.
I love it. I run that. I run my Hawksaw. I mean, The freaking dragon. Oh, that thing just shreds
Clever
people.
Dragon, Alec.
I was unfortunate and didn't get the Clever Dragon, this Iron Banner. I got everything but that and the Sniper.
Yeah, I didn't get the Sniper either.
Yeah, Iron Banner's coming back, what, 2 weeks?
Should be.
Yeah. And speaking of Iron Banner, the drop rate, it feels like it's a whole new game mode now. Like, it's never been like that. Like, I was getting something every other game. And it used to be, you got something maybe once a day. Like in year one, it was so rare. Like it was ridiculous. And people have complained, and they finally, got what they wanted. And Bungie's good about that. And sometimes they're a little slow, but they always deliver, in my opinion. And but Iron Banner, it was fun. I just didn't really like this game mode, like you were saying.
I'm really not a fan of Supremacy, man. I can't stand that garbage game.
The first day of Rise of Iron, it was cool as shit. Like, I was like, hell yeah, Supremacy. And
kill confirmed.
Yeah.
I was thinking run around. I'm like, all right, I can deal with this. And
it's nothing like kill confirmed, though. Call of Duty kill confirmed. But also, I want to talk about Trials while we're talking about PvP. And, we've been playing a lot of it. Y'all for sure have been playing of it.
Too much.
Yeah, last weekend was, that was crazy. I looked at my friggin' stats. I was like, wow, that's a lot of matches.
Yeah, like the 3 weeks it's been out, I've been to the Lighthouse once. I think, Brian and another clan mate of ours, Dorn, helped me get there, and I've played with Brandon several times and Brian, and it's been pretty fun. It's been ultra sweaty this past weekend, and then there was floating gardens. There was that whole mess, and then the first map, First Light, is that what it's called?
What do you mean?
First Light's the super big one.
Yeah, that was the first week map, wasn't it? I think. I'm not sure.
It was. No, it was. It was First Light. That's the train one.
Yeah, I really.
No, it was Last Exit.
Last Exit. Yeah.
There it is. Yeah.
I was gonna say First Light is super big.
Yeah, that's the one with the inside with the giant sun and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that one a lot too, but gotten it. But Last Exit and Burning Shrine have been my favorites. The Trials weapons are this year are looking mighty fine. I like them a lot. The Blind Perdition, I got it, and it's about all I use in PvP anymore. That and Last Word and IS Luna for primaries. And the other night we were playing Trials with Sean, and I was just like, screw it, I'm gonna run shotgun. And like, we started playing like everybody else was playing. We were actually, about to go flawless, and it was about playing slide shotguns, and it got really sweaty there at the end. But what do you guys think about Trials so far this in year 3?
Go ahead, Deco.
I mean, like I said, the meta right now, I love it and I hate it at the same time. You still run into your traditional teams that are, running maybe 1 shotgun, 2 snipes, or 1 snipe, 2 shotgun. But I'll tell you right now, that Jugger noob.
Oh, God.
Juggernaut.
Yeah.
Gunners. I mean, you just jump out of their way, but it's still the Matador right now. It's the Matador, if you can't figure that out.
Yeah.
That thing, its range, it's Conspiracy Sniper 2.0, and that's Conspiracy Theory. I have all these nicknames for all this shit. The range on some of the kills that I was getting killed by was a little frustrating. Not going to lie.
Really frustrating.
Yeah, I finally got, my God Roll Matador, and I also got, they have the Dead Orbit right now, their shotgun. That's got a it's got a pretty damn good roll on it as well. I prefer my Matador still, but I'm not the biggest shotgunner. I never have been. I've always preferred either running snipes or a fusion. Back when even fusion sucked, I would still, I'd bring a fusion in, and every time I'd kill somebody, it'd be more embarrassing for them than it was that, I actually just got a kill. with a fusion rifle because they were pretty garbage. And, they made their comeback kind of hardcore, especially with Saladin's Vigil out now. Ether Nova, that's another one that a lot of people pass up. That thing's pretty good. Charge rate on it's pretty nice too. As far as trials overall, I mean, I've enjoyed it. Not the world's best PvP player, but I still have a blast every time I go in there. That's for sure. That's my biggest thing is trying to get in there and have some fun.
The teamwork is what I like about it. Just, you and two other people trying to take out another team and communicate. I mean, without communication, Trials is basically pointless to play. Like, you have to have teamwork. And that's what my favorite part about this game is you have to rely on somebody else to help you get to what you need. You can't just do it alone. I mean, some people can, Crafty and MTash, all those guys. Like, what's his name? Carried his parents to the lighthouse. I watched that on YouTube the other day, and I was like, oh my God.
Did he do it?
Yeah. Like, his dad got 1 kill, and his mom got an assist on a melee, and he literally was blinking around the map the entire time, building super, killing them with super. He would even pull out and wait until the spot pulled up, the cap spot.
Capture point.
Yeah, and he would pull out and let them come to it, and then attack them 1v3. It was insane. I wish I was that good.
Don't we all?
Yeah, but Trials.
Let's see. So my take on Trials. I guess starting with the Trials weapons. I have not been graced by Bungie RNG to get the blind perdition. I have, however, gotten about 6 exile students. 2 of the auto rifles, can't remember the name. I've gotten 3 or 4 of the Burning Eye. I still have yet to get the Winged Word. I have gotten 1 Unraveling Thread and 1 Fusion, but I mean, it's not the meta right now. So
yeah,
not getting that Winged Word, which I've heard a couple people swear by. Actually, Patrick is one of them.
I have it, and I love it.
He hasn't put it down ever since he got it, pretty much.
Same here.
And I mean, I love using a different array of guns. Like, I have my God Roll PDX, Counterbalance, Perfect Balance, Small Bore. I have a God Roll PDX 45 that's got Head Seeker on it and max stability, and that's fun as hell. But it doesn't compete with Clever Dragons and Grasp of Malix. Even though
yeah, it really don't.
Legitimate God Roll. Someone could have this piece of shit Grasp and still outkill me because they're shooting faster, which I think is, I mean, I guess it makes sense, but I guess I get salty a little bit. Let's see. As far as Trials being sweaty and the competition, me and Brandon here, we played 4 games in a row on 2 different cards, and every single one of them had the lowest ELO of about 1,800. And the highest on our team was me at a 1,550-ish. And it was just unreal. The matches that we'd get put up against, games 1 and 2, you can't, I mean, they say they don't do skill-based matchmaking.
Clearly.
Obviously.
Yeah.
And I think, I don't know, I think they should implement that just a little bit to where people don't get pub stomped at least right off the get-go. Because, I mean, when you are in game 7, 8, or 9, yes, Anastasia's here. I think they need to bring a little bit of skill-based matchmaking into it, just strictly for the fact that, you get guys that are able, super easy, all they got to do is just rush at you with Juggernaut, Shotgun, or blank shotgun and you're dead within 12, 13 seconds of a match. Whereas me and Brandon, in particularly, we like to run, like he was saying last word, snipes, and we can only do so much when we got 3 people rushing us with shotguns that can hit us from Thunderstrike melee distance, which is about 3-4 miles.
Yeah, God, I know.
So,
and I've noticed that when you jump up in the air and aim down, the shotguns actually seem like they have even more range when you're flying in the air.
Well, unless I'm using them, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like when I try to do it, it doesn't work. But everybody else in the world kill me. Like many controllers have been broken. No. All right, cool. But yeah, we were just talking about Trials, Sean, and the meta and Iron Banner and stuff like that. Just what's your take on Trials Year 3? Like, what do you like about it? What don't you like? Stuff like that.
Well, it's a lot.
We were just playing the other day, actually.
Yeah, it's gotten way harder. I don't know why. This whole new meta is it's weird to me because I'm used to the Destiny of snipers run everything.
Yeah, and I'm a sniper.
The playstyle is insane. But just adapt, overcome.
Like I was telling them, I finally just said screw it and was running slide shotgun, and we got further than I expected. Yeah. It was fun, but another thing.
I feel like they released it a little early.
What do you mean? Are you talking about for Rise of Iron?
Yeah, dude.
They had 3 to 4 months to actually do everything for it. That's half the issue that they ran into.
Yeah,
because Destiny 2 was supposed to happen, and then they had to put that on the back burner because they decided. Rumor is they decided whole new game, and they had to scratch a lot of what they were originally working on. I am really excited about some of the talent that they brought in as far as storytelling is going to go. Because Destiny 1 got scrubbed hardcore.
Yeah, late in production too, real late. Like they had a year to rewrite all the story and basically produce the game from there. But I think Destiny 2 is going to be remember, I don't know if y'all played Halo or not, but Halo 1, it was a really fun game. It was basic, just fun. But when Halo 2 came out, it changed everything, in the FPS genre. And I think Destiny 2 could possibly do the same thing. Like if it's coming out on PC and it's gonna be more open world MMO style, I think it could really just go even further up. I love the game already. I got 5,000 hours in this game, and if it goes MMO, full MMO, I may not have a life anymore because
like you do right now.
Yeah. Hey, I got a little bit of a life, but not much, but a little bit. But
it's great to see. We've seen this game grow from vanilla Destiny. It was so different than how it is now.
Oh yeah, God, yeah.
Found their stride and are trying to expand on it. And I hope that Destiny 2 does the same thing while also reinventing the franchise, which would be fantastic. But curious to see what they'd have to do. But this whole new meta thing, I think they're probably gonna change it up again with all their nerfs and all the buffs and all the people complaining about this is OP and shit like that. And a lot of the thing is, I know a lot of people are calling for say shit's OP, but you just gotta put up with it, man. That's the way it goes. They're not gonna change it on a dime for people to suit their play style specifically.
True.
I was saying they sometimes can be a little slow, but they always deliver. And if the people complain enough, they'll usually act on it.
Yeah.
And while we're on the topic of Destiny 2, I actually want to know what all y'all think and what y'all want to see from the game and what it could be and
A
what you
goddamn football ring.
yeah, and like what don't you want in the game? Like, Brian, if you want to take off and start.
Oh well, shit. If I'm starting,
Here we go.
I mean, I haven't really thought about this much, to be 100% honest. But I also did hear that that it's supposed to be a complete start over, and me and my wife actually are really hoping that that's the case.
Yeah.
Even though we've spent hundreds of hours in this stupid game,
That's what I'm saying.
I actually wouldn't mind if we had to restart. And actually, Anastasia's thinking that it might. She's hoping that it kind of takes us back to when right before the Traveler came, you know, or like around the time that the Traveler came.
So like a prequel.
Yeah, so like a prequel, basically. Yeah, and because I mean, if you think about it, like everything's post Traveler coming and saving us or whatever. Like, if we could get one beforehand, that'd be pretty dope. Whether it's Destiny 2 or whether it's
Possible
Destiny 3 or a possible expansion.
Yeah. What was said about the game, that it's possible that it's going to be a complete restart, new characters, and then like honor the Destiny 1 players, like by, you know, implementing some cosmetic items or having statues of your guardians in the new social spaces or whatnot, or the towns, what they're calling them now. But there was an article on Kotaku. It's going to be it's announced for 2017. It's going to be a full sequel. They did say that. More than likely coming to PC, Xbox One, PS4, of course, and they're aiming to make Destiny 2 feel like an entirely new game rather than a Taken King style expansion, even if that means leaving old characters behind. So
I really hope they go through with it.
Yeah, as a day one or alpha player, you know, I want a complete fresh start. I don't want I want new subclasses. I want new classes. I want new weapons, gear. I want new PCs. And like they were saying, towns. Like, how cool would it be to have a World of Warcraft style Destiny game? Like, to me, that's just a wet dream waiting to happen. Like, seriously.
I'm quitting my job. Fuck it. Like,
yeah, like, I mean, I play both games, and like, I try not to get too involved in craft, but
it's kind of hard.
Yeah. But Brandon, what would you like to see, and what wouldn't you like to see?
So I'm kind of like, you know, the lore junkie. That's what interests me a lot in Destiny. And you know, in the game itself, there's not a lot of lore, unfortunately. It's just kind of go here, do this. Before I know, I'm like, why the fuck am I even here right now? What the hell am I doing? But when you go through, like, you know, Ishtar Academy or whatnot, and you start reading through those actual Grimoire cards, and they put them up there in a very easy to read chronological order where everything kind of makes sense. There's so much lore behind this game, like actual story behind Thorn.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my, that whole thing right there. Like, I'd love to shoot a little mini series, like just trying to explain that actual story, put Guardians in the game and try to make it seem real, because it's so amazing is the only way that I can describe that. It just baffles me. And that's just two things. They have them for, there's so much other storyline talking about
literally everything.
Yeah, hundreds and hundreds.
The collapse, Rasputin. Oh my gosh, there's so much behind him. Like, and I really want them to focus more on including all of that lore more into the game. I mean, even if it's just items that you can find, but I'm not talking about like a piece of armor that, you know, talks about a little quote, and you're like, oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, flavor text.
Yeah, the last word, yours, not mine. It's like, oh, that's cool. It makes sense with the name. But when you look into it, it really does make sense behind the actual story of why it says that. Like, and there's so much stuff behind that. Go ahead, Sean.
I just wish that they could put some Grimoire in game.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a kiosk, like they do with everything else now.
Yep. And so as far as Destiny 2, one of my favorite characters right now is definitely kind of torn between Osiris, another really cool thing to read about, and the Exo Stranger.
Yeah, the Stranger.
The Exo Stranger is not a guardian. And like that kind of baffles me. She's running around by herself without the light, essentially. And the light is the reason you're able to use your subclasses. That's where all of your powers come from. Your grenade, your abilities, your melees. All of that comes from you harnessing the light. And like I really want them to maybe move away, not so much from that, but how does she so badass? Like, where does her stuff come from?
Can't she like teleport and like shit, like in and out?
Yeah, she's supposed to be. She looks like a hunter based off of her armor, but obviously she's not. I mean, back in the day before, the collapse and all that, and before the Traveler showed up, I mean, you had all these different classes that were out there. Like they had for the Titans, what were those things called? They're like the Legacy Titans. Not
I know what you're talking about.
I'm trying to remember what they are off the top of my head right now.
Wasn't there?
Well, yeah, kind of. It was like a faction within the city that all got exiled. It'll come to me in a second. There's so much lore running through my head right now, but the Warlocks started off as basically scholars. Like that's their actual job in the game. They're supposed to study the Traveler and the light and how they can utilize it and literally weaponize it. The Titans are supposed to just be defending the wall and defending the city. And hunters are just treasure collectors. That's what they want to do. They want to go out, explore, and make a name for themselves. And I don't feel like you really get a lot of that with the game right now. I want them to go more in depth for whatever your job will be in Destiny 2. I want more backstory that actually gives you class missions other than go in the Crucible and kill people with Thunderstrike. Like I want to have a story behind it.
Like,
I want to. If you're playing like a Warlock class, I want you to go somewhere and have to figure something out, and you're doing research on something, and that revolves around it. Like, I think that would be awesome. I want to see new planets, maybe even a whole new galaxy. Just make something up. I don't give a shit. Like,
I can only imagine what Destiny looked like before it got scrapped, and possibly how good it probably was, because apparently it was supposed to be like this awesome game, but like as far but as far as Destiny 2, like something that I think like add new classes but also make class halls. Like if you're a Warlock, you should be able to go to a class hall where all Warlocks go to and
hang out
like have quests there, be able to study or whatever, whatever Warlocks and hunters, Titans, or so on. Like they have a class hall, but also be a tower where you go to, Crucible and Vanguard stuff, your basic quest. But apparently it's just going to be, go into this town and there'll be quests that you just go and run and pick up. Like I'm not sure how it's going to be, but I look forward to seeing. It's just a year away, really.
Yeah.
Or like 11 months away.
Yeah, it's coming up quick.
Yeah, but I didn't.
Here before we know it.
I didn't mean to cut you off, Brandon. If you wanted to finish, or.
Oh yeah, I mean, just one more little snippet about it. I mean, one of the main things I guess that I want from it is just storyline. I know they scrapped a lot of Destiny 1 because they said it was too linear. You couldn't go back and do a patrol. You did mission until you beat it. And that's when you gained access to, more of an open world aspect of the game. That's what they call it right now, where you load into a zone, you run around. Like before, apparently that wasn't supposed to be the case. The actual game was very linear. You went mission to mission, going back to the tower, turning things in. I really wish they'd release some story. I mean, you look at a lot of the artwork essentially they had. It was pretty awesome.
Frog people and shit. Yeah.
It's gone. It's not here anymore. They got rid of it.
I think I watched a Vidoc where they were talking about that, where they were trying to see where they could go with frogs and like mages and actual like warlocks, like magic and shit like that, like a fairy tale land. I remember, I don't remember who said it, but that's what the direction they were going with that.
That would be something weird to see.
Yeah, they were trying to trying to mix fairy tale with
space travel.
Yeah, space. But Sean, what do you think, or what would you like to see in Destiny 2? And
honestly, like I like the direction it's going now. I mean, I do agree with the whole. I want more lore. I want more story. I mean, we all played Rise of Iron. How fucking disappointing was that campaign? Like, I'm so upset. I'm like, I want to know more about Saladin and all these other Guardians that defend, fought and the Siva shit and whatever. And we didn't get any of that. So
yeah, it was just basically a bunch of action scenes, and
that's it. Barely, I would barely call them action scenes. I mean. They're probably their longest cutscenes in game to date, so there's a positive, I guess.
My favorite cutscene is still the one where the queen gets blown up or whatever you want to call it.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Bro, that's super sick.
Yeah, that's some of their best work.
I want some more, weapons. I'd like some more different like weapon types. I'm not sure what other direction they can go.
SMG.
Else.
Yeah. They actually put that in the thing, but they never said anything else about it.
Yeah, I would love to have another, an SMG as a special. That'd be great.
Shotgun rushing losers.
Right? Stand a chance.
But
yeah, no, I agree with the new classes. I am getting really tired of just or the subclasses, just a Stormcaller and Woodwalker, just a 3. Like, give me some. I want something new. I want to discover some new powers. I mean, I want to explore new planets too. I was hoping they'd have more of get a whole new planet with this expansion, but that's the case. But hopefully, with this new, they're saying maybe Cabal Raid will be for Destiny 2, and hopefully they will be like inhabiting a different planet, something.
Yeah, Cabal heavy focus, and I don't know if y'all seen the leak of the Destiny 2 artwork where they it was artwork that was scrapped, but it had a hunter with a spear, a warlock with a sword and a shield, and a titan with an axe, but apparently all that artwork got scrapped. So
I don't know how I think about that.
like possibly
Warlock with a sword and shield.
Yeah. I can give y'all the link to that.
Maybe.
Yeah, post it in the clan page because I want to see that. But it's like I like the melee weapons and stuff like that. I enjoy them, but not really like so much. And I feel like that's the direction that they're trying to head.
Well, what I got from these images was they were in their super form. So like Warlock goes Radiance or whatever, and he has a sword and shield along with whatever else he can do. And Hunter with his spear. Like I don't. That's just what I got from it. Like I'll post it up later, but
it'd be interesting if they don't do like more like replace your head with these.
Sounds stupid. I'm just gonna be honest.
But
that sounds stupid.
These ideas were scrapped though. Yeah.
Thank God.
But they are official images that Bungie, the company that Bungie uses, created. They did say that they came out. So, is there anything else y'all can think about? We touched on the Festival of the Lost. We touched on hard mode raid, Iron Banner, Trials, Destiny 2.
There is one thing I want to cover. how much of a fucking disappointment Lady Aphrodite was.
Oh God, man.
I saw her little cutscene where she walked in, and I'm like, oh, dude, this is awesome. It's good. I was expecting like a sultry female voice, kind of low.
Voice acting sucked.
Yeah, and it hey, do you guys want to go shopping? That's like,
yeah.
Little Valley Girl.
Barbie.
There's no way you've shot anybody. Like, you probably walk around spinning glimmer in a fucking kiosk all day.
Yeah.
With your husband.
Why did they freaking pick her to freaking voice act?
And
I feel like every other female character in the game, like, voice acting in this game is great, man. Like,
Yes.
it is.
I love the actors that they picked for a lot of the stuff.
Shax. I love Shax. And Cade. Eris Morn.
Nathan Fillion, can't go wrong. Nathan Fillion, he's in everything.
Yeah. And personally, I liked Peter Dinklage better than Nolan North as the bot or the ghost.
I did too. Nolan North has done some amazing Uncharted and all those other games, but this was just like, okay, that's weird. I don't like how high pitched it is, and
yeah, like I was so used to it when it changed, and like now that I go back and listen to Dinklebot, I'm just like, oh my God, it sounds so different now. Like,
yeah,
I like him. I watch a lot of game. Pretty hyped up, and I was hyped about that, and then they changed it because everybody was bitching about it.
I might get some heat for this, but I love Peter Dinklage, but I didn't like the Dinklebot. I like hearing him, and it's a cool throwback. Mm-hmm. He just had no emotion. Like, he was
true.
Like, it's a trap. Like,
oh my God, we've woken the hive.
Yeah. Oh no.
Please protect me.
Yeah, it's like he had no emotion to his voice, and I feel like,
my only real complaint with Nolan North is his pitch. Like, honestly, it can be annoying. I like his jokes. His jokes are pretty funny. But other than that, it's just kind of like, hey, I'm trying to be funny on purpose and stuff like that. So,
what do you think about the ghost voice right now, Brian? How do you feel about it? Could it be better?
You've been pretty quiet over there.
Yeah, because I don't really recognize Peter Dinklage.
Oh yeah, you wasn't a year one.
I wasn't What?
Nothing.
What are you laughing at?
I'll text you later.
I don't get it either.
Yeah, whatever. Anyways, so I don't really care either or. Yeah, I guess he is a little high pitched for a ghost, but you gotta think that it's a robot. Robots tend to have higher pitched voices, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, so it doesn't bother me.
Is there anyone watching right now on Twitch? Just curious.
Nope. No. I posted it on Facebook and on the clan page. But it's more for YouTube, so
yeah.
It's all good.
Will you tell me what the fuck's going on, both of you, right now?
I'm hella confused myself.
Nothing, man. Nothing. Don't worry about it. It's all right. It all makes sense now.
Yeah, I don't like this either, Mitch.
So,
but
you do.
So okay, we've talked about a lot of stuff. Sean, you're a little late, but
I got my shit working, so we can expand more. Later on. I mean, I bet you like my opinions on all the other stuff I missed out on are pretty much the same.
Yeah, you only missed out on about 30 minutes. We're hitting about an hour right now, so
yeah.
I think if everybody's cool, unless you have anything else you want to talk about, probably call it. Is that?
I'm just Andy.
That's my dad.
Oh, good night, Mr. Bailey.
But everybody cool with that?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Let's play some fucking Destiny. How's that?
Hey man, I'm down. We'll jump in, do something, maybe a raid.
Hey, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. We should totally do a hard mode raid right now.
It's fucking 9 o'clock. Are you kidding me?
It's 12:01. It's 12:01 here.
That was when we started it last night. Let's fucking do it.
Yeah, I guess I'm down for a raid.
We'll see if we can find 2 more people, but
And if they're all laughing at you right now.
I can't do hard. I'm only like 379 or not.
Yeah.
That's literally what she said.
They're all making fun of the fact that you said you can't do hard.
Oh, I do the hard. Don't even play with me.
YouTube. He's gonna be YouTube famous overnight.
All right.
But all right, guys. This has been episode 1 of the Sexy Shroom podcast. Thanks for watching. Make sure you give a like, comment, and subscribe. If there's anything else you'd like to see in upcoming podcasts, just leave a comment down below. And thanks for watching. Peace.